Hey guys, Mr. Backerberg here. In this video, we're going to look at a tangent of a sum or a difference. So if we're looking at doing the tangent of a sum or a difference, your tangent sum identity says if you're doing the tangent of u plus v, we're going to take the tangent of u plus the tangent of v over 1 minus the tangent of u times the tangent of v. Now the difference formula is very similar, but we'll notice that some signs are switched around in there. So the tangent of u minus v is the tangent of u minus the tangent of v all over 1 plus the tangent of u times the tangent of v. So as we're taking a look at this first example, we want to try to evaluate the tangent of 15 degrees using our unit circle and one of our formulas. And we're going to use a difference formula because what we can do with the tangent of 15 degrees is we can think about that as the tangent of 45 minus 30. So my 45 degrees is going to be my u value and my 30 degrees is going to be my v value. So based on our formula, since we're doing a difference, we're supposed to do the tangent of 45 degrees minus the tangent of 30 degrees over 1 plus the tangent of 45 degrees times the tangent of 30 degrees. Now remember, as we're looking at our unit circle, doing the tangent of 45 degrees, we're going to take the y value divided by the x value. So the tangent of 45 should be 1 minus, now when you do the tangent of 30, we're going to end up getting root 3 over 3 over 1 plus, we already said the tangent of 45 was 1, and we already said the tangent of 30 was root 3 over 3. Now I'm going to clean this up a little bit on bottom, that 1 times root 3 over 3. So we're going to get 1 minus root 3 over 3 over 1 plus root 3 over 3. Now we don't typically like to deal with fractions inside a fraction, so I'm going to take one additional step in here to simplify things down. On top and on bottom, we've got this fraction that says divided by 3. So what I'm going to do is multiply top and bottom by 3 to help us cancel out those extra fractions. Now we're going to have to do a little distributive property. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times negative root 3 over 3. Those 3's are going to cancel each other out, so I'm just going to get minus root 3. And then on bottom, when we distribute our 3, 3 times 1 is 3 plus, and again, this times 3 and this divided by 3 will cancel each other out, so we get root 3. Now there is going to be a little bit of cleanup work that we can do with this fraction because we don't typically like to leave radicals in the denominator. In order to clean this up, because we've got a binomial term in the denominator, what we're going to do is multiply by the conjugate. So we have 3 plus root 3 on the bottom. So we're going to multiply by 3 minus root 3 on top and on bottom. Now we're going to have to FOIL these out. So on top, if I take 3 times 3, that's going to be 9. And then 3 times negative root 3 is going to be minus 3 root 3. Negative root 3 times 3 is going to be another negative 3 root 3. And then negative root 3 times negative root 3 is going to be positive 3. On bottom, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times negative root 3 is negative 3 root 3. Root 3 times positive 3 is plus 3 root 3. And root 3 times negative root 3 is going to be negative 3. Now if we look to combine some like terms, I can combine the 9 and the 3 on top to get 12, and then negative 3 root 3 and negative 3 root 3 is going to be negative 6 root 3. In the denominator, this minus 3 root 3 and this plus 3 root 3 are going to cancel each other out, and then 9 minus 3 is 6. Now we can split this fraction up, so I'm going to take the 12 and put it over the 6, minus the 6 root 3 over 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2, minus, here these 6's cancel out, so we just get root 3. So our final answer is 2 minus the square root of 3. Now as we're taking a look at this example, we are going to evaluate the tangent of 7 pi over 12 using our tangent sum identity and our unit circle. So the first thing we need to do is split this 7 pi over 12 into a sum. So what we can do is make that 4 pi over 12 plus 3 pi over 12, but those fractions are reducible, so we're going to get the tangent of pi over 3 plus pi over 4. So pi over 3 is going to be my u value, pi over 4 is going to be my v value. So based on our formula, we are supposed to do the tangent of pi over 3 plus the tangent of pi over 4 all over 1 minus the tangent of pi over 3 times the tangent of pi over 4. So using the unit circle, the tangent of pi over 3 is going to be root 3, plus the tangent of pi over 4 is going to be 1, over 1 minus the tangent of pi over 3, again, is root 3, and the tangent of pi over 4 is 1. Now we're going to clean this up just a little bit, so we get the square root of 3 plus 1 over 1 minus the square root of 3. But we don't typically like to leave radicals on the bottom of the fraction, so we're going to use a conjugate to help us rationalize this denominator. So we're going to multiply top and bottom by 1 plus root 3. Now we're going to have to FOIL out the top. So root 3 times 1 is root 3. Root 3 times root 3 is going to give me plus 3. 1 times 1 is 1. And then 1 times root 3 is another root 3. Now on the bottom, 1 times 1 is 1. I'm going to get a plus root 3 and a minus root 3, which will end up eventually canceling each other out. And then negative root 3 times positive root 3 is going to give me negative 3. Now as we're looking at combining some like terms, on top, 3 and 1 combine to make 4. Root 3 plus root 3 is going to be 2 root 3. On bottom, the positive root 3 and the negative root 3 are going to cancel each other out. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. If I take 4 divided by negative 2, I get negative 2. On the back end, these 2's are going to cancel out, and we're going to get minus root 3. So the tangent of that 7 pi over 12 that we were looking at is going to give me negative 2 minus the square root of 3. In this last example, we're going to look at doing a little condensing using one of our identities. So we have the tangent of 32 degrees plus the tangent of 13 degrees all over 1 minus the tangent of 32 degrees times the tangent of 13 degrees. So this looks a lot like our tangent sum formula. So the 32 degrees is going to be my u value, and the 13 degrees is going to be v. So we should be able to condense this down into the tangent of 32 degrees plus 13 degrees. Well, 32 plus 13 ends up just being the tangent of 45 degrees, and the tangent of 45 degrees is just 1. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.